and I got my first dumbbells around 14 years old. For some reason, my brain was tunnel visioned on training biceps. Every day I stood in front of my mirror before school and forced myself to do hundreds of bicep curls. And despite this determination, it took me a long time to see any noticeable changes in my biceps. Then when I got older and grew in my experience lifting, I made a few changes in how I trained them, and my biceps started to grow in a big way. Watch until the end to see what I changed. The first change that I made a year or two into my training was changing and altering the exercises that I did. This was when I realised that there were different bicep heads that you have to hit to ensure your biceps are built as a whole, and that just standard bicep curls over and over again won't work all of your bicep muscle effectively. Training these muscles drastically increased the amount of bicep development I saw. The first bicep exercise that I started to incorporate was hammer curls, where you take the dumbbells faced up and move them up from your hips to your shoulders. This really helped me hit more of my long head, my brachialis, and my brachioradialis. I also started doing my curls on an incline bench. I felt this helped me get a sufficient range of motion and helped stop me use any momentum when lifting heavier. Then alongside this, often to replace the standard bicep curl, I would do preacher curls to really focus on hitting my long head and my short head. The next exercise I started to incorporate was cross-body hammer curls. This is where you move the dumbbell from your hip all the way up to your opposite pec. This really helped build up my brachialis, a muscle that really helps our biceps look bigger when viewed from the front. I also started to use reverse grip bicep curls. Changing grips allowed me to focus the muscle engagement more on my brachioradialis and build the lower foundation of my biceps. Alongside all of this, I would also use compound exercises like pull-ups and chin-ups. I'd advise many of you to do these also, as they can be very effective not only in bicep development, but also in forearm and back development. Another change that increased how much bicep progress I saw was using progressive overload and increasing the weight or the reps every time I went to pick up those dumbbells. This factor would have been limiting me massively before I joined a gym, as I was using the same 8 kg and 10 kg dumbbells every day, stopping me from progressing. Finally, a more recent change I made is fitting some lighter weight negative reps into my bicep workouts, as emphasizing this portion of your curls properly stretches your bicep muscles, gives them a good pump, and is proven to cause more muscle growth. Also, back in the day, I didn't put much focus at all on my diet. Therefore, me transitioning into consuming loads of high protein foods, bulking, and consuming creatine will have had a massive impact too. Something that really helped me build up my muscles quicker was making a few tiny changes in how I performed some of my exercises. Watch this video right here to see more, and hit subscribe for more tips.